Everybody here?
No.
And we're back with our usual dose of sarcasm. So,
Yeah.
how'd the dog bath go? We'll just kick it off like that.
It's good. Sasuke has like separation anxiety or whatever. I took a bath in like the bathroom with her afterwards, but she kept drinking out of the water. Disgusting.
You should have got a bath with the dog.
How'd that work?
You get in the water with the dog.
Also not being naked around my dog.
That I think he meant just like get in the bathtub to wash your dog easier.
Then I would have like fucking my clothes would get soaked in that situation.
Wear a pair of swim shorts.
I think it was our...
It smelled like dog water.
Yeah, it'd be horrible. Like, whenever my mom had a German Shepherd, I had to fucking get in there one time with my shorts and get in the tub so she wouldn't jump out while my mom just fucking scrubbed her as fast as she could. And I was like, oh god, this just smells horrible.
Ratchet strap him to a board. Spray him with those.
Well, she was using the fucking, you know how like the shower head pops off and has like the hose and shit? She was using that. So I was like, because I told her, I was like, you're not like putting it in like bath water, right? Because I'm not getting in that. That's fucking gross.
You gotta keep it, sell it. Dog gamer water.
Oh my god. I'm not even laughing at that. I'm laughing at something else.
Fine. Okay.
No, it was funny. I just... It was fucking... I got a text message saying someone I know just uploaded a bunch of shit to Pornhub, and all I replied was, send link.
Gross.
I was like, what the
Wow.
fuck? Yeah, I know. I was just like, oh, you don't see that every day, huh?
You have a Pornhub account?
No, I don't. Someone that this person I'm texting knows. Well, we both know this person. Yeah, uploaded pictures to Pornhub because they found out through somebody else. And I was like, tell them to send a link. I'm curious.
Dude, I was watching this thing that e-thoughts are doing like blind dating with their simp audience.
Okay, look.
This
Look, hold on. Before you
fucking-
continue any further, I'm sorry to interrupt, but you need to explain two things to me. What is an e-thought and what is a symbodiant? What is that shit?
E-thought is just some chick that has video of herself in like skimpy clothing and interacts with an audience of people.
Did you guys ever see that Pornhub VR?
Yeah.
Now we know why Mitch wants a VR.
I have a VR. I don't think PS4 is capable of doing that, though. I think you need to get the Oculus or some shit for that.
Nope, but my Oculus would be.
I was saying the fucking they're doing blind dating with all these people that follow them and donate. And this fucking dude was like, if we were the only two people left on the planet, it's like, would you have children with me? She's like, no, because the children would could only have sex with each other. And he's like, who's gonna stop me?
Wow.
It's like, we're the only two people left on the earth. Who's gonna fucking stop me? He just started freaking out. It's like, why the fuck would you, like, like, it's a hypothetical. Why would you get so fucking worked up about it in the first place? The dude eventually got back into the call after getting kicked because he freaked the fuck out. And he was like, I beat my dick to you every day. You were an ugly bitch. It's like I wasted so many children.
What the hell?
Dude, you tell me like these fucking wild ass stories that you see on the internet all the time, and I just want to know why. Just one thing. Why are you the only fucking person I hear this shit from?
I spend too much time on the internet.
God. Like,
And I specifically spend time in communities that harvest the internet for its cringe.
yeah, I guess. There's a lot of cringe there.
Oh,
I finished that fucking Don't Look Up movie.
oh yeah.
I was like, fuck it, I only had 20 minutes left in it anyway. And, I mean, do you want some spoilers or no? Because you're probably not going to watch it, I'm sure.
I don't know.
Well.
I still need to
Spoil
watch
away.
Thank You for Smoking.
Huh?
Said I still need to watch Thank You for Smoking.
What's that?
It's like a movie about how like advertisers manipulate you and shit.
Oh, okay. Well, everybody dies from the meteor thing, except for the spaceship that launched off with a bunch of VIP people, and they landed on this planet, and then a bunch of animals just started fucking killing them. It says down in the corner, 2,077 years later, and fucking classic. They all come out of cryopods, and then they all just get fucking eaten by like these weird bird things. And I was like, this movie fucking sucks.
Nice.
See, like the Twilight Zone did something like that. Like they stole a bunch of gold, and people like cryogenically froze themselves so they could come back when the heat died down. But they like go into the future, and like the whole place that they were in is a big desert. They basically kill each other off, and then by the time they find like real people, they're like, "Why are you carrying around this worthless rock?"
Wow.
It's like that's a more interesting way to have a story where all your characters die. It's like a lot of times you just feel like disappointed, you know?
I was disappointed at the 2,077 years later mark. I was like, okay. Well, I don't know if this is really how that shit's supposed to work, but I'm pretty sure it don't last that long.
Sure it is. Futurama?
Look, that's different.
Not even real.
It's not even real, doesn't have real actors or anything, and it's still way fucking better than this movie.
Real actors?
Doesn't have, like...
Voice actors.
Yeah, it's not live action. It's not live action with people that move around on screen that are real. I think we're getting off the topic thing. We were actually in the video game conversation, and then you had to leave.
They make video game movies.
Movies could be part of a year review.
Yeah.
Like, what good movies did you see this year, Mitch?
Well, I asked that, and we did an hour and 20 minutes of that on the last one. Yeah, like we just got to the video game shit, and then gone.
Like Cruella?
Well, since you know much, what were we talking about?
I don't remember. That's like the thing. I meant to look at it first, but since I was late myself doing this, I was like, fuck it, we'll wing it. We do it anyway every fucking episode. So, whatever.
Script? Fuck the script. Throw it away.
Yeah, we don't do scripts on this show. Except for the notes, those are kind of scripted. Yeah. Yeah, I just want to see the new Spider-Man, that's it. Like, that's the only movie I want to see. So.
I'm not seeing a trailer for the new Batman movie. It looks pretty interesting. It looks like it's going to be like heavily focused on Catwoman.
You talking about
whatever.
You talking about Robert Pattinson one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I actually think it looks pretty good.
It does look
like
good,
that.
But he looks emo as fuck, doesn't he?
Yeah, as I heard somebody say, he was trying to channel Kurt Cobain. Which I kind of see with the hair. But, like, do you remember the the remake of or was it of King Kong, which was Skull Island or something.
Talking about that Peter, the director Peter, whatever his name is.
Yeah,
Yeah, I love
Jackson.
he looks like the main actor in that movie.
Like, that movie is just ridiculous, but I did like that movie. Because it had awesome fucking, like, King Kong versus T-Rex shit.
I forget, like, all of it. The video game was kind of fun.
Really?
Yeah. It was buggy as fuck. And, like, now, since everything, all the hardware is all updated, it doesn't really work too well with the game, so it's even more buggy.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. Say things just, like, gyrating and spinning in circles.
I don't know. Well, it came to video games this year, like, the first year we did this fucking show, or not the first year, right before we started the show, that whole year leading up to when we started was like, I was just trying to see how many fucking Final Fantasy games I could beat. And then I just continued on with other games too, and I had fucking absolute RPGs beat, and I was like, this year I just fucking didn't. Like, I wanted to keep trying, but I was just like, nah, I'm gonna have fun this year. Like, more fun than just trying to do that. So I just tried out a bunch of new shit.
Q in Destiny.
Yeah, Destiny took over a nice, like, 6-month period. And now, like, I can't even bring myself to start the fucking Halo campaign because I'm just enjoying the fucking PvP in it so much. It just it's like satisfied. Like, it's a whole new fresh take on Halo. It feels totally different. Played a lot different. The new weapons are like weird as fuck. I don't know. But they bring back a bunch of shit like the chopper, the brute chopper, and like a bunch of new brute weapons.
The grenade launcher thingy.
Yeah, they have like this cool pistol called a Mauler. It's like a 8-round revolver essentially with a giant blade on the end of it. And you can like 3-tap people with it. It's pretty fun.
That's interesting.
Gravity hammer.
Gravity hammer's always there, man. Even in like, I'm pretty sure even in Reach they had gravity hammers, and there wasn't even any brutes, right?
Yeah, there were. Pretty sure.
Not in Reach.
Because those are the
I
only
don't think they
people that
had
would
gravity
have it.
hammers. Brutes
They had brutes.
used the hammers. Elites used the swords.
Yeah, so yeah. But no, I think
Thought
they
I
only had it
remember.
in Griffball. They had gravity hammers in Griffball and like PvP, I think, but not campaign. I'm not sure. It's been so long.
What other game are the gravity hammers in?
2.
Just Halo 3.
Yeah,
2,
2 and
3.
3.
They're not in 2.
Yeah, they are.
No.
It doesn't
Yeah.
make sense. Were brutes in 2?
Yes.
Yeah, but I don't think they introduced a hammer then.
They didn't? You sure?
I don't think.
I don't think either. I don't think they were
I only said it because there's brutes
introduced
in 2.
in the same game. Yeah. I think the brutes were introduced before the hammer was.
I was so pumped whenever 2 came out and you could actually wield a sword. Because in like Halo 1, I was like, fuck, I want to be able to grab that thing so bad. And
No, they explode.
yeah. It's just
Then you have
weird
they
that
were
they didn't
in-
do it.
They were in Halo 3, Halo 3, Halo Reach, Halo 4, and 5, and Infinite.
Nice.
They weren't in 2. Just the brutes were.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't know. Just feel like if you show an enemy using a weapon, you should be able to pick up that weapon.
I don't think they even appeared in 2 with the weapon. I think they were just there.
Interesting.
Yeah. There's a lot of games that happens, truthfully. Like in Destiny, you don't pick up people's weapons.
Yeah, that's true. But you can like,
You can
Yeah,
pick up the
it's-
Scorch Cannon.
yeah, you can pick up the Scorch Can. I don't know.
It's
There's
not just some like Uber weapon that you have to drop if you switch your weapons kind of shit.
yes, and it's not like an
Yeah.
Uber weapon. It's really not like that great unless you just want to clear like shitty ads. That's pretty much it.
Oh, the Dares to Eternity has super weapons. Those fucking orbs that you throw at them bosses that like nuke them.
Oh yeah, where it sends like the fire pillar from the sky and just like fucks them up. It's like
Yep, it just
specifically
drains
used.
their life.
Yeah.
In this year, I've played more hours of Kenshi than there were days.
What?
That's
I've played
impressive.
265.4 hours of Kenshi this year.
More hours than there are days.
But there's 365 days to a
fuck.
year.
Yeah.
Brain fart. I just seen the 65 and I was like, yeah.
You heard it here, folks. Mike just cut the year shorter.
I've only been playing it for 6 months, so it kind of evens it out.
Remember, Matt, this year, because this happened to me on Christmas Eve. Remember, Matt, when you told me that PayPal credit line was going to get me in trouble?
It got you in trouble, huh?
Bro, look, okay. When I was buying shit off this one dude, he sent me 3 invoices. I paid these invoices with the credit line. Now, on a normal credit card, you just pay like the same payment every month. But, so, I woke up.
PayPal's boosts up, I think, doesn't it?
I woke up on Christmas Eve to just make sure I had all my bills paid, and I went to my PayPal credit line, and I was like, what? It was like, you're $201.76 over your line, and I was like, there's no possible fucking way. And I called PayPal, and I was like, what's all this about? And they're like, oh, well, so when you pay an invoice, it's considered a cash advance, which gets a 23.66% interest on it.
Ooh.
And yeah, so here's my payments over the last few months. It was like 50, 50, 50, then 70, then 90, then 70, which I don't know how it dropped the fuck down. And then I wake up on Christmas Eve and it's like, hey, $300 something. Oof. And I was like, hold up. What? So, and I just told him straight up, I was like, you can close that credit line right now. Because I am not fucking doing that shit. Because you didn't, like, that's not even in the fine print shit. Like, at all. Like, I even read down it to make sure that there was no percentage, no fucking interest or anything. And they were like, oh, well, sir, it's just known as a cash advance. I was like, he's like, my advice to you is we could freeze the account so you can just pay for it every month and you won't spend any more on it. I was like, dude, I haven't been spending on it. I've been paying it every month. I haven't even been spending it. I haven't spent that card in like 4 months.
That interest will kick you in the teeth.
And then I called my mom and I was like, and I told her what happened. She was like, oh, I got you. I'll just pay the whole thing off for you. I was like, what? Like,
wow.
You're going to pay the whole line off. And she's like, yeah, just don't pay any invoices anymore. And I was like, what do you want? Because, like, my mom is very rarely even nice enough to do something like that. She's like, just give me $50 a week. You get paid weekly. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, I don't fuck with PayPal credit very much. I use it for a few things, and that is about it.
It's one of those few things, that very beautiful Zelda DS I sold you. Pretty sure that's what you used, didn't you?
I don't remember.
Yeah. Have you even, like, opened that box yet?
No.
I didn't think so. I do the same shit. I got that Phantom Hourglass.
Put a rock in it.
I got that Phantom Hourglass variant with the Ganondorf statue recently, and I literally grabbed it, went up, put it up here in the room, and like haven't even picked it up or looked at it at all. I don't even know if it's sealed or not. I just bought it off this dude that I always buy Zelda shit off of. Yeah, no, it's not.
Be careful of that invoice.
Yeah, it's not sealed. Yeah, no. Yeah, fuck that, dude. That's like never happening again. Anybody sends me an invoice, I'm just gonna be like, no, we're gonna pay this a different way. That was fucked up. And I did it 3 times. So it's like, it was just going to constantly keep like doubling and going up.
How
So,
much did you even spend to begin with?
$3,000.
Well,
Yeah. I mean, it was my first line from them, and they said I could request, like, to double the line, too. And I was like, I'm not going to do that because I know that'll definitely get me in trouble. So I just used it like a normal credit card, and you couldn't do it. There was that special, we got him. One of those things.
It's like that fisherman with the dollar.
Right, that's exactly what that shit's on. Anybody out there, you got a PayPal
Baited.
credit line, don't pay a fucking invoice shit.
I only have a $600 credit line to PayPal.
It was weird, like, it just popped up one day when I was buying something, it's like, pay with PayPal credit. Don't have a credit line? Apply now. It only takes like 2 minutes, and yeah, it's pretty fucking fast. It's like 3 little pages you gotta fill out online, and I did. And then they're like, you've been approved for $3,000. And I was like, oh no.
Yeah, no, what gets me in trouble with PayPal is that pay in 4 thing they have.
What is it?
The PayPal pay in 4.
What's that?
So, like, I went to Walmart when I bought the 1S or the Series S. Online I could check out through my PayPal, and it gave me an option to do it in 4 payments.
Oh, that
split up
okay.
equally, and there's no interest on them.
Right.
So it's like a small credit type deal.
I know exactly what you're talking about. It's just like pay it off fast kind of deal. Yeah.
Yeah, so you split it into 4 payments.
Well, they were...
That gets me in trouble, and it's like every 2 weeks, and I forget I have like stuff on it, and then my bank account goes, hey.
There's a leasing company that like you obviously buy shit from, but you have to pay it off in like a certain amount of time, or it's going to be like a lot of money. Well, I was working on Beamline, and I didn't care about anything. So when I got that new iPhone, like that 12 Pro Max, when I bought it, they were like, you can use this leasing company if you just want to like not pay cash. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, so it's basically like kind of credit deal. And they're like, yeah. And
it's
so
a legal loan shark.
Yeah. And I was like, all right, cool. Well, they hand me the paper, and they're like, all right, look, you got to pay off like $1,100 in 3 months, or you can repeatedly make the payment, which is $40 a month, until it's completely paid off. However, you will be paying like $2,000 for your phone. And I mean, time just slipped away, and then I saw it was coming up, and I was like, no. So I ended up paying like $2,000 for this fucking phone. That's why I'm not getting a new phone anytime soon. Because I was like, wow, I was kind of stupid with money.
Wow.
I knew a lot of people that would buy shit off of Rent-A-Center.
And
it's
yeah.
Why?
Here's the shit that when I didn't have that much money, I went to Rent-A-Center for a PS3, found out that it was going to be double what it was worth, took it back in 2 weeks. And then when I have money, I'm like, we'll pay $2,000 for a phone. And I'm just look back on it, I was like, young me without a job that didn't even want to get a job was smarter than me that had a good job. That's older me.
Well, it had to be. You had to eat somehow.
So, I don't know, man. Money's just, I don't know. It sounds, in retrospect, the idea sounds great. Pay $40 a week. You'll fucking be able to pay it off no problem. And then it's just like you forget, and then you just don't care. So, I don't know. It's like I was trying to see if I could, when I was at Kay's Jeweler the other day, getting a present for my stepdad, my grandma, and my mom. I guess Kay's is the sister company of Jared, so I can request a double line of my Kay's card and get it in Jared's card, so I would have 2 with the same type of line, but they're connected. But I can only use a card in each one. I was like, why would I double my line and get it for this store when I can't use all of it in one store? And they're like, well, you can. It shares a credit line. I was like, no, it doesn't, because if I can only use this much of the credit line there and this much there, just because it's the same bill doesn't mean they're conjoined, because I can't buy, but I can pay you guys in the same line. Sounds a little tricky there, so I just turned around and I was like, fuck you. I was like, I'm not going to double my line, dude. Like, this is what I have for this is fine. So.
Yeah, get one of those diamond saw blades. This is enough.
Yeah, you can get one of those in Evil Dead Fistful of Boomstick. It's like at the very end of the game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it just fucking like cuts through everything. You need it to cut through chain link fences and shit.
I don't know about that. I guess fast.
In the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't really make much sense.
How much does diamond blades even cost, though?
Well, I know diamond bits for like drills and shit are pretty pricey. So, I couldn't imagine it for a chainsaw. Chainsaws alone are like pretty fucking expensive if you buy them new. So.
I don't even know what you use that for, like concrete and like other really hard shit.
I don't know. Ask Matt. He's probably looking it up right now. Matt, you there?
He's gone.
Matt!
He's lost. Lost to the interwebs.
Lost to the void. Fuck. There goes my phone. Have you heard that?
Fucking dropping shit.
Oh, man.
I heard that.
What?
I heard your phone drop.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I'm texting him right now. I was like, you still on, dude?
So
what else do you play this year? What the fuck? Where'd you go?
There he is.
I went to the void. I heard you.
Okay. What's a diamond-bladed chainsaw for?
What?
What's a diamond-bladed chainsaw for?
They don't make diamond-bladed chainsaws.
That sounds right.
I mean, I'm sure diamond bit drills aren't made with actual diamonds, but they call them that. I don't know what they're for. I just thought you were looking it up. That's why you disappeared.
Well, there might
make
be a
diamond.
brand.
They make diamond gridded cutting wheels for grinders.
I know that.
Yeah.
You can
They're
buy
like
a
That's
diamond.
metal
like
with-
concrete.
They're like
shit,
metal with diamond coated on it.
Yeah, I fucking knew that I was right. I knew they had a diamond blade chainsaw. It's for yeah, you're right. It's for concrete. Yeah, they make grinders and circular saws too. What
Is
you're
it one of those giant fucking chainsaws that they use to cut into the ground?
You can get a Husqvarna, which is a Husqvarna chainsaw, diamond bladed, which is a very good brand name. You can get it for about $7,000. So that's how much it costs. I don't even think the engine and all that other shit even matters at that point. This is just like a high-powered tool.
Okay, well, it's designed to deliver high cutting speed, smooth cuts, and good performance during plunging. There you
Plunging.
go. Yeah.
Plunging?
Yeah.
Plunging what?
Plunging into the wood.
Okay.
Like what? Isn't that like the first cut you make, right?
I don't know. Do I look like a fucking lumberjack?
Can't see you.
That's the whole idea.
Oh man, what'd you play this year, Matt? You tell me like you're always. I know you're playing Destiny a lot now, but what do you play besides that?
What did I play this year?
Yeah, you played Metroid, but we already talked about Metroid.
Metroid, Skyward Sword.
Oh yeah, I forgot you decided to actually do that. Didn't you beat it, right? You beat it.
Yeah, I beat it.
Did you get the Hylian shield by any chance?
See, I remember
Yeah.
we talked
Nice.
about this the last time.
You have to do it in the Thunder Dragon boss rush thing.
Yep. I made it to the last one and I fucking died and I was like, alright, I'm not trying this anymore. This took up a long amount of time.
It wasn't actually that long. It only took me a little bit, like maybe 20 minutes to get it, not even.
And it's the fucking I kept on having trouble with the spider thing that runs up the hill because I couldn't grab the bomb because I got like stun locked. Yeah, I know.
The second boss in the entire game.
Yes. And I beat it first try the first time I fought it, and then in the boss rush, I just got stun locked and died, and I was like, all right, fuck you. I did get that Breath of the Wild Master Edition though, with the sword statue and shit.
What else did I play?
I was hyped on that.
Resident Evil Village.
I know you love that shit. You probably fucking beat it to that.
Of course I do.
Hey.
Wouldn't you beat it to a giant vampire, 10-foot tall, big booby lady?
As long as she's looking down on me.
She would look down on you.
Maybe if she had
She'd
some
even
abs.
she would even draw and quarter you into her kitchen too.
Don't tell me spoilers, man.
'Cause you'll never play it.
Oh, I plan on playing it.
You ain't never
Have you
gonna
even
play it.
played a Resident Evil game before?
Yeah, 6 and 4.
He played the horrible one and the good one.
Yeah.
I think I played 5.
He played a decent one.
Code Veronica, maybe?
The only reason I like 6 is just because the fact that, like, you know, zombie apocalypse kind of game, just let me shoot shit. Just let me fucking shoot shit. And you still
Days
have to
Gone
kinda...
is good.
Yeah, I remember watching you play that. You were, like, fucking electrocuting all of them and shit.
Yeah, I unlocked an Easter egg because I took so much fucking time. And it's just like, oh, it's a taser. I'm like, oh. Yeah.
I do plan on playing, actually trying to beat, because I kind of hate this game, but I never really gave it a fair shot, Banjo-Kazooie for the first time. I mean, I just don't like collectathons. That's why I'm like...
that first
I mean,
level
Banjo-Kazooie is not really a collectathon. You can just play right through it if you want.
Yeah, but then I just feel like it's just rushing. You know what I mean? Like, just rushing straight through it. I actually want to play it.
have a problem with Russians?
I was waiting for you to make a shitty joke. It's okay. I was prepared.
The pun. Fuck you.
Let me drink
You
a
have to
drink
make
of this.
it so pointed, you jerk.
I'm trying to fucking take a drink of this water, wash that shitty taste out of my mouth. Fuck. Did any of you guys ever play Pokemon Puzzle League?
Oh, yeah.
What is it? Just like, is that all it is? Just a puzzle game?
It's like Tetris, pretty much.
Okay, I was gonna try that, but now I'm not. I am probably the worst person at Tetris on the planet. I don't know
Kind of
why.
like Tetris. You match your colors up, and then you send blocks at the enemy that way.
I played a lot of
Is that like a match 3?
Kind of. It's like Bejeweled almost.
Yeah.
Bejeweled's fucking fun. I'm surprised.
Dr. Mario's kind of like match 3 as well.
I'm really shitty at that game too.
I love Dr. Mario.
I'm not
Yeah,
knocking it.
like-
I'm just not good at it. That's all.
Or it's kind of like your favorite game, Mitch Honey Pop.
That's Mike's
extent.
favorite game. That is Mike's favorite game now. He that's his game now. It's no longer the game that I just loved. It's just Mike's game that he overly loves.
I wouldn't know about it if it wasn't for you. No, I didn't.
And I've
I don't
never beat
overly
it.
love
You
it.
have.
I just had to beat it.
You fucking beat it. Didn't you beat it in like a night? Like completely, right?
Yeah. It was, well, not completely the first time. Just like 8 hours or some shit.
Talking with two guys about beating stuff.
No, I'm always like that with new games usually, though.
Yeah.
Play it for like as long as I don't notice that it's been a long time.
Right. I wanted to check out the Star Wars games for the N64, but I heard they're just horrible.
Depends on which one you want to play.
Gotta go pod racing, bro.
No, pod racing's like good. Like I've played that game before, but I'm talking like
The other one,
Shadows of the Empire and shit is supposed to be like awful.
No,
A
Shadows
lot
of the
people like
Empire is good,
Star-
actually.
I've always heard that it was really bad, just because it's like wonky.
Well, I mean, it's a 64. It's going to be wonky.
Yeah.
What are you saying about Mario 64. You think that game's wonky?
To
I mean, you
people
can
who
grab
haven't
his
played
face
it,
in the beginning of the game and like drag his nose across the screen.
Well, I'm
doesn't make
talking
it
control.
wonky.
I'm talking about control-wise. Yeah, that definitely doesn't make it wonky. It's like the
You can
Turok
also
It has
hold
it
the
has
R
its
button.
moments with the camera.
Yeah, see, if you haven't been playing it for the past like 20 years,
Right.
the camera is like so fucking annoying.
Well, it's like I didn't
Yeah,
play it
see?
until I played it again with you, Mike, and I still felt like at home with that. It's
The
just
I
I
just
don't
camera has its
spam whatever
moments.
button.
It can really mess you up if you're not paying attention.
I don't like the fucking water shit. Like the water levels in that game fucking suck.
I love how the audio sounds like me in the water, me in the water.
Yeah.
The
Whoop,
water
whoop,
levels in
whoop,
any
whoop.
game suck.
Yeah.
Take it back.
Ocarina of Time.
Yeah. A little bit. Just a little bit.
I like that place.
That Master Quest, rough as fuck.
Makes it even worse.
A little bit, yeah. We played Pokemon Snap too. I know at least me and you did, Mike, that one night.
I just seen you play it for like 5 minutes.
I thought you played it too.
No.
We played it for like an hour, I thought. Because you guys were just sitting on the couch
Don't think
watching
so.
it.
I don't remember watching it that long because you only did like a level or two.
I don't remember. That game is like beautiful though, but I don't know, it just still doesn't have the same charm as the old one. I really like the old one.
Yeah.
Turok
Well, that was like a
games,
phenomenon.
right?
Can't really recreate it.
I wanted to start the Turok games because they started releasing them for Switch, like re-releasing them for the Switch and shit. And I don't know, me and Kyle used to play like PvP Turok back on the 64. So I was like, I miss that game.
Never really had that game. Played it a few times, but
What's the one you didn't want to play on the 64? Donkey Kong?
I just hate the beginning of the fucking the Donkey Kong rap.
Oh, I thought you just didn't like the game or something. Did you guys happen to pick up the new Castlevania shit on Switch? The collections?
You didn't think I wouldn't, do you?
Well, I don't know, man. Are you really a hardcore Castlevania fan?
Sure am.
Okay. What's the best one?
Symphony of the Night.
No, what's the best one?
Symphony of the Night.
I don't know about that. What's the really good one? We played
Symphony
it
of
for
the
the show.
Night.
We played it for the show. It's like way better.
Symphony of the Night.
We didn't play that for the show.
That's a weird one. We played Bloodlines, right?
Yeah.
Bloodlines, sadly, it is a good one, but it doesn't top Symphony.
I
I
tried
only
playing
remember
Symphony.
that because it's fucking Lamb of God song, I think. Or it's a Slayer song, yeah.
What?
And then the only other one that is right
Bloodlines.
under Symphony is
Aria of Sorrow.
Aria of Sorrow, or one of them.
I know you fucking love that thing. I bought the DS or the Advance Game Boy Advance collection and the other collection. Then me and you both bought the what was that limited run game thing? Have you got any updates on that yet? The Ultimate Collector's Edition.
It's just a boxed version of the original on the first collection.
Yeah, but it comes with a bunch of shit in it, like tins and shit.
Yeah, it comes with like that, and it comes with some kind of original Nintendo cart for case looking thing or something for it.
We still sending that shit into water or what?
Of course I am.
I want to send that one in and my Bug Fables when it comes in. That should be here like any time from what I was reading. Did any of you guys even try to play that yet?
Play what?
Bug Fables.
Nope.
What about you, Mike? Did you try it yet? It's just like Paper Mario, essentially. Is he just cutting out?
I don't know what he's doing.
On the Switch?
Yeah, Bug Fable. You can get it on Steam too, and PS4.
Oh, okay. Oh, I think I remember seeing that.
It's real,
So-
dude. You're gonna fall in love with it. It's just like Paper Mario. It's fucking awesome. Like original Paper Mario.
I think I've got enough games on Steam for them to actually start recommending me things that I'm interested in. I think I've seen that pop up.
I need to lend you Origami King, Paper Mario Origami King.
The Everlasting Sapling?
Yes.
Yeah, it's $10 on Steam.
Buy it.
I mean, if you want 3 more good Castlevania games, you can play Curse of Darkness or the 2 Lords of Shadows.
Well, I thought the best one ever was Bloodlines
Symphony is
or the 64.
no Symphony.
That game's garbage. I played that game for like 5 minutes. I was like, I can't even handle this, man. Like
I
everything's
remember
junk.
Bloodlines looking ugly. Especially that one boss. That's just a bunch of circles.
Bloodlines is decent, but it still doesn't hold a candle to Super Castlevania or
I don't know
Symphony
about all
of the Night.
that now. I'll agree with you on the Symphony part because that game's just awesome. I got
really
stuck on it.
like Super Castlevania.
Super Castlevania beats Bloodlines.
I don't know about that. I'd probably put them side by side.
Everything
It
looks so
beats
good in it, though.
The
So does
whip controls
Bloodlines.
are really good in it. The
I think-
stages are really dynamically done beautifully.
Bloodlines looks like it aged a little worse.
But the music's so good in it.
And the
Music
boss
and
that is just a
Super
bunch of
is good.
circles.
I don't know. Bloodlines music, just like I can always remember that. I don't know why. I don't know why. Like ever since the first time I played that game, I like fell in love with it. I need to beat the last level.
Okay, because Super Castlevania has like one of the most well-known tracks ever.
Which one's that? I think I know what you're talking about.
Bloody Tears.
Bloody Tears. Okay. What's the other one that's really well known?
Vampire Killer.
Vampire Killer. Okay. I knew that there was like a couple songs from there.
Bloody
what-
Tears is like the core song for Castlevania.
Oh, nice. Is that like the dun, 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 dun,
No.
dun? Which one's that one?
Or wait,
Oh, fuck you.
I think that's Vampire Killer.
Ah, okay.
Bloody
Murder
Tears usually cues up whenever you're getting ready to take on Dracula, I think.
Oh, okay. I tried playing Rondo of Blood too, and that was weird.
Rondo of Blood is horrible.
Yeah, it was weird.
It only had one good port that was
It
playable.
looks like shit. It looks like shit. I was playing it on that you could get Symphony of the Night and Rondo of Blood for like $20 one time on PS4, and I bought it. I was like, I've never even heard of Rondo of Blood. And then I played it, and I was like, fuck this.
Rondo of Blood is our Dracula X.
Yeah. Have you ever played Kid Dracula?
I
Dracula.
toyed around with it.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. It's just like,
You throw tomato juice at things.
yeah, it's kind of like a baby game, but it's like a fun baby game. I don't know, it's just pretty fucking easy compared to any other Castlevania game I've ever played. I've played a lot of them, I just never got real deep into them except for Bloodlines.
They had a Child Frankenstein game that was terrible.
Did that?
Yeah.
What was that on?
I forget. Just remember hearing about it a while ago. On one of those like people that make like videos about only the worst games.
Do you guys have any like gaming, what are they called, New Year's revelation things for video games for the next year?
No. I don't
Oh,
even.
really?
What does that mean?
Well, like what I'm gonna try and do this next year is I'm gonna try and beat every single Mario game.
You're gonna try to solo every dungeon in Destiny.
I am going to try and solo the Grasp of Avarice. Because, like, a lot of people have been doing that, and I've been looking at the builds and shit. I was like, huh. I guess you could really fucking do that pretty easily. You just kind of gotta, like, steadily
I was
do it.
just watching a guy do, he did Prophecy.
I'll never even try that.
He did Prophecy solo, and he did the one where you have to race on your Sparrow through the winter storm before you freeze.
That is a raid.
He did that on his own, too.
Deepstone Crypt? Yeah, I fucking hate that raid. And Prophecy, I fucking hate that dungeon. Pit of Heresy, I would try to solo. But I want to flawless solo that one because I feel like it'd be super easy to do.
Well, that dude soloed both of those.
Yeah.
In like an hour each.
Those things you ride in Destiny make me think of Star Wars and Star Fox Adventure.
Sparrows.
Yeah, they're like the. What's this? This is like the only cool part in Star Fox Adventure.
I played the first
annoying as shit.
I played the first part of Star Fox Adventure, and I was like, why does everybody move really slow?
Well, it's like, I have a fucking gun. Like, what the fuck am I doing?
Well, I fucking opened up a treasure chest, and they, like, hold it up above their head. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Link does the same thing.
That's the point. They just straight, like, ripped off Zelda shit. I was like, never mind. This is like a slow, shitty Zelda. And it's Star Fox.
I don't think that comparison's too fair.
What?
I think that comparison's too fair. It's not really like Zelda. But it has the good-ass locking on system that the early Zelda games had. But you have a staff, and you, like, forget what the fuck you even do with it.
Use magic spells.
Yeah, you can shoot shit out of it. So it's not really Zelda-like.
Well, it's Zelda-like in the fact that you put up the thing above your head, and I was just like, no. Never mind.
It was just kind of Nintendo. We're all making this, so, like...
I know, but it just felt weird to me. I was like, this doesn't belong here.
I don't know, I always like that whenever it happens. Especially the fucking music. Like, yeah.
Oh, Matt, you played Crystal Chronicles, the remake or whatever, right?
I thought that was it this year or was it the year before?
I thought you played it this year because it wasn't too long ago. You were saying I should get it, and I was like, I tried it a long time ago on the GameCube and didn't like it.
Just because it's more fun with people you have. The more people you have playing, the better it is.
I want to fucking get the old school link cables and all of us play Zelda 4 Swords.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That shit's like really fun.
You have to have that, and we all have to have an SP, and we all have to have the game.
Yeah, that's true.
Good
Sounds kind of like too much now that you say it like that. I just assumed we all already had SPs in the game, honestly. But
never.
I have an SP.
Yeah, I have an SP too.
Never in.
Really?
What sweet Zelda SP?
Love that thing.
I had the advanced, and then the SP came out, and I was like, that looks like a woman's compact, and it's like way too small for me to comfortably hold it for very long. I hate it.
Yeah, see, I had a problem with like the advance, and it was just because it felt weird in my hands. Like I go back and
felt real good to me.
Like I went back and played them and shit, and I was like, yeah, SP definitely, but it could also be because I've played the SP more than I did the advance back in the day, and I still to this day will play my SP.
But yeah, Mitch, if you're willing to shell out, yeah, sure, we could all play 4 Swords.
Why do I have to be the one to shell out, Matt?
It's your idea.
Because it was your idea.
Well, you own the game, Matt, and I own the game, and we both.
We still need
SPs.
2 other people.
Well, can't we just have one other person? That'd be Mike.
Yeah, you're gonna buy him a Game Boy in the game.
You buy him the game, I'll buy the Game Boy. They're about fucking same now.
Fuck yeah.
Actually, I think I have an extra SP. Yeah, I have a
You won't
silver.
use it. It's a compact.
I have a silver and a blue
I
one.
know.
Yeah. I got a. Oh yeah, I didn't play it yet though. I know you guys probably played it, Diamond and Pearl.
Couldn't we all find an emulator?
An emulator.
Yeah. Could we all
Won't
do
work.
4 swords over that?
Yeah, because
No.
you can't link. Yeah, there's no link cable on an emulator. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, there'd be something else.
There is no way to link them games like that. I think the PSPs and the Vitas can do it wirelessly, but don't hold me to that.
That'd be crazy.
We all just be sitting in a circle.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're gonna
get
do
the
it whenever you have
Soul
the cables,
console.
anyways.
Oh, you have to have. I thought you just said wirelessly.
I think it is wirelessly,
Oh.
but don't hold me to it. I don't know. I never experimented with that.
Well, experiment with it. Let us know.
Buy a
That's why I
PSP
don't-
and I will.
That's why I don't like the ideas behind those games.
Because it's only fun if you have other people.
Well, can you even? Well, you can still play it solo, can't you?
Yes.
Nope.
Yeah, you can.
You can't play Four Swords solo.
Four Swords Adventure, yeah, you can.
Not for the Game Boy.
Adventure or whatever.
Well, there's
Isn't
a
that the
thing on.
remake?
I'm pretty sure on the GameCube. Yeah, on the GameCube one, you could fucking do link cable
The
shit.
GameCube one is different.
Oh yeah, we had this conversation before, but I know you can still link cable and do it on the GameCube as
The
well.
GameCube is like the second part of the story. If you want to play the first story, you have to have 4 Game Boys.
That's dumb.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you can't go back and play it.
Although, well, no, there is a way to do it, but you'd have to find it, and they'd have to have installed it onto the DS, the first 3DS.
Okay.
Because when the first Zelda 3DS came out, the
It
first
was-
collector one,
It was a download.
it was
wasn't it?
it was a special download for it,
Yeah.
and they omitted you needing 4 players. You could play the original Four Swords game solo,
Okay.
but you'd have to like roll the luck and them have opened it, downloaded it
Oh.
if you bought it like offline.
Did you start Diamond and Pearl yet, Matt? The remake?
Don't even own them.
Oh, I thought you would have. So Mike's the only one that's played it.
I'm on the 5th gym. Kind of got disappointed because they changed the contest.
Why?
What do you mean, why?
Like, what is it now? Like, what was it and what is it now? I've never even played Diamond and Pearl.
Now it's like the capsules. How you have those custom capsules where you can add different effects when your Pokemon comes out.
Oh,
You
okay.
get judged on that, and then like a rhythm game.
As soon as you said that, it brought me back to Zelda Oracle of Seasons. Where you gotta go. to
I loved
Subrosia.
that though. That was fun. I got really good at that.
Yeah, it was fun. It just reminded me of it, and I was like, oh god, how many times did I do that to get that fucking prize?
See, in the original, it was like you had like this dress up contest, and like it was random things that your Pokemon would give you when they followed you in like the park, and like other just random things. I had no idea how it worked, but you had like this collection of stuff to throw on your Pokemon. Like, that was mindless. Nobody really understood how it worked, so that I could see changing that. But then there was like your moves had different like things they did in the contest. So there'd be like cool moves versus beautiful moves, and whatever, and like there's a strategy to how you had to do it, because some of the moves would be like, oh, you get extra points if you go first and things like that. And then they had like the Mario Party game where you follow the rhythm and your Pokemon would like switch with the other contestants and you essentially play the follow the rhythm game. Which I think that's more fun and interesting than just a generic rhythm game.
Yeah, that's true. Did you guys? I know you've played it before, Matt. Cadence of Hyrule. That's like a rhythm game.
Nope, haven't played it. Still sealed.
I was gonna buy it. I saw it on your shelf whenever you were showing me what your backlog of games was, which is essentially every game you have. It looked like.
That's pretty much about accurate.
Yeah, no, same, but not same.
I have these to keep the dust off the shelves.
Yeah, that's what it's for. It's to keep the dust off my shelves.
Yeah. What is it? Yeah, I was gonna buy it. Every time I go to the store, I look at it. I'm like, I'm gonna buy it, and then I'm like, every time I come here, it's like stocked up. It ain't going anywhere. Like, I don't even see it like raising in price eventually or anything like that. So I'll just keep waiting. So I still don't even own it yet. I was just gonna ask you how you felt about it because I heard a bunch of things about it.
I haven't even played it.
Oh. Me and Mike played Pikmin 3 this year. That's something we did. We didn't do it for the show, but we did it.
Yes. I got to play the remake of Link's Awakening.
I know you're hyped on that.
Yeah. They kind of made it less grid-like, your movements, which kind of annoys me. But,
like, what do you mean?
They made it more free-flowing, like you can run in a circle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, why would that annoy you?
Because, like, little dance stuff with the pixel art was always fun to do for me. Like,
Because he likes being like a tank. He likes going forward and backwards.
well, that's, like, useful for the, I think that makes the fighting a lot easier, truthfully. And, how you can do little dances and make yourself, like, you would be going forward, but you're, like, sideways or backwards.
I don't even remember doing that.
There's like all kinds of little dance things you can do. Like I think it's if you hold your sword out or your shield, it like locks you, so you could walk backwards and all kinds of just random shit.
Wow.
It does that in all the 2D games except for the remakes.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I really enjoyed the whole style of the 2D games a lot.
I just want Oracle remakes so fucking bad. And that fucking third one they fucking never came out with. That they like kind of canceled. I heard a rumor that's what was supposed to happen.
I don't think they'll ever make the third game because they'd have to rip apart the other two games because it's tied into them.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, but back to Pikmin though. Have you ever played Pikmin, Matt?
Other than in Smash Brothers throwing things into the slug snail thing's mouth, nope.
It is a joyful experience.
You talking about the what are they called, blobberbs or whatever?
I don't know, whatever it is in Smash Brothers, you can throw it into the thing's mouth and it'll carry them off
They
stage.
don't look like slugs.
Snail-looking things? I don't know.
They have legs.
Yeah. What's wrong
It's a big
with
yellow thing that comes over to the edge of the screen, opens its mouth, goes, ah, and you throw the enemies into it.
What levels are you talking about, Mitch?
It's one of the Smash Brothers
Smash
levels.
Bros.
Yeah, but I don't know I didn't play it. And I don't offhand know what it is that he's talking about.
It does kind of look like a slug. It doesn't. I don't think it's what you're thinking it is. The thing with the spots, but also
Okay.
I've hardly ever played that level, so like I can't really. Don't hold.
You're
me to
on like the level has like a
Leaves
slope
and
that you
shit?
can slide down and leaves.
it. Yeah, it's like you're up.
I
in a
only
tree.
remember the purple thing that looks like a slug in the Pikmin games. I don't offhand remember a slug. There's
It's
a
in
shit
Super
ton of
Smash
spiders.
Brothers Ultimate.
Is it a Pikmin stage?
Yeah, it's a Pikmin stage.
Okay.
It's like a slug snail looking thing that has its face is yellow and then it has a red body with like polka dots all over it.
I want to play Pikmin 2 PvP again with you, Mike.
All PvP.
When we played against each other. That shit was so much fun.
In the deluxe version for the Switch, we can play co-op.
Oh, can we?
Yeah.
Like online?
I don't know about online. I don't know if it's a local thing or online.
I don't know. Did you guys ever try Splatoon? I always wondered how that was.
It's one where you
Nope.
cover everything with ink.
Yes.
I always heard it was a fun game.
Yeah, that's what I've heard that too. One of my friends from school still plays it. She was like, whenever Splatoon 2 came out, she like played it for like a week straight. I was just like, this is all I do now. And then like I see her every once in a while pop on. She's either playing that or Pokemon or Smash.
And it's a bloblorb. And then iridescent glint beetle. Those are things that pop up and run across real fast.
Yeah, okay.
Bloborbs have legs, Matthew. They're
I
not
don't
slug.
know. Do I look like I play Pikmin?
You're
Yes.
just against eye stalks. What's wrong with you? Think everything with eye stalks is the same?
It is.
Evil. You're against bugs.
You racist.
Buggist.
I am. They get a hard, quick smack with a shoe or a slipper.
I cannot believe you've never played Pikmin before. That amazes me.
Nope.
Like, you love
I can
Nintendo games.
Everybody
man.
I know knows about Pikmin from me.
Well, I learned about it from Kyle, but
There's a lot of
you
Nintendo games I
showed me
probably
the
haven't
way.
played.
Like, Kyle started it with me, and I wasn't really into it, and then Mike showed me the way.
I'm not like our late, great,
Yeah,
dear friend Dave that played every Nintendo game and Sega game that was in existence.
Did he play Pikmin?
Oh, yeah, hey.
Probably did.
Great fucking job there, Matt.
But
You just reminded me of some of the horrible things that have happened to the show this year. Our first year.
oh,
Like-
well, you're
like-
welcome. That's a good segue.
Like a fellow co-host that died. So, like,
Well, you're
what
welcome.
the fuck?
That's a good segue.
Still couldn't believe that fucking happened. That was so fucking random.
That was random.
I just met Dave and just remember how he looks like the Kingpin with 80s shoes.
You could you could put
First
Dave
time-
in Toe Jam and Earl.
First time I ever saw a larger person wear high top, weird ass colored 80s, 90s colors that nobody in their right mind would ever wear.
Yep, that's
He was
Dave.
definitely different.
And no socks to boot.
Ugh.
Yeah, he didn't
Yep.
wear socks.
I just vomited.
No, you would have
that are allergic
vomited.
to socks.
You would have vomited if you'd have been down at the store in Follinsby that one day.
Why did I know you were gonna bring that up?
Smell is the closest thing related to memory.
You would have
So-
really remembered that night.
Yeah, you would
Exactly.
remember that.
So, do you remember just bringing it up?
Yes.
Yeah, because him and Dave were the culprits. It
Yeah.
actually forced us to close the store for the night.
They played footsie together. Mitch was rubbing his toe flakes on his smelly sweat feet.
No, we both took our shoes off, and him with no socks and me with socks, but I had just gotten done with work, and I was at the shop for 4 hours after that, so it's just in there brooding in my boots. And I just took my boots off, and he took his shoes off, and we just started smearing our feet all over the floor, and we had to close the shop.
It was a who smelled worse contest, I think.
Yeah.
Was what it turned into.
Trail.
Yeah, my boots are fucking horrendous. Like the smell that comes out of those things. Oh my god. And I love doing it though because okay, so Cintas, the fucking people that give us our uniforms for work and shit, they never fucking give me back my uniforms when I throw them in the barrel to be washed. So I fucking just started putting my boots in the Cintas locker where they put the thing. So every time they fucking open it up, when they finally decide, hey, we're gonna give him back his clothes, they just get hit with the fucking most gnarly smell. Like it's just locked up in there.
Nice.
Well, give me back my fucking shit. Like, I pay $10 a week for you guys to wash my shit, fix my shit, everything, and you don't fucking give me my shit. So then I end up just washing stuff at home for like the past year. It's annoying. It's like the only time
Did
I
you
talk to
stop
them now
paying
is when
them?
they No. Like, I can't stop paying them, or I have to give them back the uniforms. So it's like, if you guys won't do it, I'll just fucking do it. And the only time I even get anything out of them anymore is whenever I just switch my clothes, my pants size. I'll just be like, one day I'll be like, hey, drop it down to a 36. And then they'll come in and I'll be like, oh, sorry, I meant 38. And then I got my 38s and I'm like, yeah, made you guys fucking do all that so you'd actually give me my shit. Fucking isn't torn up and destroyed and have burn holes all through it. Like, that place is a menace enough on my clothes. I don't need somebody else who I'm paying to fucking fix my shit and give me my shit. Like, to not give me my shit.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Yeah, Dave died. That was shitty. We had that fundraiser. That was cool. For the
What
COVID.
fundraiser?
Oh, me and Casey did a thing for. Okay, so remember when COVID like slammed us and like you could like the high schoolers couldn't even go to graduation or anything?
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, nobody had money or anything or graduation, so we did like a fundraiser and gave out gifts to like everybody who was supporting the show and shit. Like nobody was paying us, supporting us, but like supporting us like word of mouth and shit. So anybody who was graduating or had like somebody in their family graduating, we gave out gift cards and shirts and bracelets and all these other things. So that was cool. Uh, yeah,
That was good.
yeah. I'm trying to come up with a new shirt design. I want to sell them again. Sold a bunch of them, but I still have like an ass load left.
We can see if the people from Honey Pop are desperate enough to let us borrow the copyright for, was it Caillou or whatever her name is?
Oh, the fairy.
Yeah,
Nice.
Photoshop her onto a couch.
Oh no, I like Aiko and the not the fucking not the
Yeah,
porn
but she's
star
the
mom, the other
iconic one.
mom. Who's the
Yeah.
other mom? What's her name? The gym girl.
All the like Jim. Yeah, I
Yeah.
understand.
I like Tiffany too. She's cool.
Yeah. I'm horrible with names, so
She's the college student.
I was like memorized it at the beginning, and then like in my like first playthrough I did that, and then the second playthrough I was like, nothing negative really happens when I get it wrong. I just don't get a positive, so I don't really care. So I just fucking fast click through everything.
Did you guys want to do anything on New Year's, like hang out and play games or something, or play like Phasmophobia and
I don't
hunt
know. Casey
ghosts?
wants me to go to the bar.
Uh, well, I might go to the bar then. Yeah, well, you guys can go to the bar. I'm not going to the bar. But
Why don't you want to go to the bar, Mitch?
because they're a bunch of fucking scumbags.
Wow.
Yeah. Well,
Tell us how you really feel.
well, no, the fucking owner didn't let it happen, but I guess there was a meeting and they were having that raffle thing. And fuck,
Careful, Mitch.
huh?
Be careful, Mitch.
Be careful what?
I don't know what raffle you're talking about, so
No,
you
it
have to fill
wasn't.
me in.
It wasn't fucking. The owner didn't let it happen, but it's the fact that people had it in their heads that they were gonna try and do this, and it was fucking rig a fucking raffle. And Casey told the owner and was like, "Yeah, I don't want to be a part of this bar if like you're gonna have like drag queens coming to this bar and doing this shit and trying to fuck us all up and like give us a bad rap." And I was like, "Casey, I highly doubt I ever go to that bar again. And in all honesty, if you go, I'll be mad at you."
I don't even know what's going on. You'd have to like really fill me in.
It's fucking. There was a raffle, a 50-50 raffle, and the drag queens. Well, some of them were trying to like talking about rigging it to where like the bar won, so the bar would get all the money, like no matter what, or some shit. Like I don't know, it was fucking something weird, but it didn't happen. So, because the owner was like, "Fuck that! I didn't even know that was happening," because like it was at the meeting that the drag queens were talking about it, but it was behind the owner's back, and I was like,
Oof.
yeah, fuck you, dude. Like your guys are." Well, the whole idea of the bar was to make a safe place and a comfortable place where us gays and other gender things can hang out and feel safe. And yeah, that's fine and dandy, but now you're trying to like scum people out of their fucking money. Like fuck you. I don't even care.
He goes to a bar and feels safe.
Yeah, that's
Full
a
of
good
drug
question.
people.
That's a good question too. Very good question. And it's like nothing but fucking drama down there. Like, and it's it's just
I don't
ridiculous.
know. I've never been down there.
Oh, I can't wait for you to go.
I think drag queens kind of the drama would be part of that. I would think
Yeah.
that's the whole point, is to like have big egos about it, like the performance and shit. It's like all like ego and self-celebration kind of shit.
Right.
Yeah, I could see those people fighting.
Well, it's like most of them are fucking normal. Like they're cool,
Yeah.
down to earth people, and it's fine. But there's some of them that have that fucking insane ego trip. And it's like, I mean, I'm not trying to be rude, dude, but you're like the ugliest fucking woman I've ever seen in my life. Like, what are you fucking doing? Like, the one that they all hate, they had fucking donuts down there. A whole huge thing of donuts, like, for the performers and shit, whatever. And the fucking super ugly one picked up a donut, ate it, and then just picked up the whole box and left. Like, just
Oof.
took everything and left. And the owner, like, texted him, was like, "Yeah, I don't think that was right that you brought that you just took those." Came back like 20 minutes later, slammed him on the table, and was like, "I fucking quit," and everybody laughed. It's like,
Jeez.
how fucking embarrassed can you get? You know what I mean? Like, oh my god.
It's
I mean,
weird.
I don't know. I've heard stories that like the drag queen shows can be a really fun time for
I
some
mean,
reason.
I would say funny, not fun. Fun
I'd
for
rather
them,
go to a
maybe.
burlesque show. We should do that.
What?
Go to a burlesque show.
Oh, burlesque. Okay.
Yeah, burlesque.
Okay.
That's all I meant.
I forget what that even entails. I've actually seen the movie Burlesque before, but I
Oh,
forget who.
really?
Yeah.
Isn't it called The Art of the Tease or something?
I don't know. It has
High
fucking
class
Cher in it.
stripping. They wear the tassels and dance the whole time, essentially.
Yeah, I don't remember that movie at all. I think I watched it with my ex-girlfriend, and that's probably why I don't remember it. So.
I don't know. I'm only saying that because the other night when we were playing Destiny and we were up till like 2 o'clock, and I said, "Hi, Casey." She was like, "What the hell's he still doing up?"
It's because you're always like, "I gotta go to sleep at
Yeah.
9 o'clock."
That's because I was off.
The sun is down.
I thought it was because you had like sleep apnea or some shit.
No, I go to bed at 9 o'clock because I go to bed at 9 o'clock.
No, you said you had some kind of sleeping thing.
No,
Why
that
would
wasn't
that make
me.
a difference?
Because like I had a friend before that he had really bad insomnia, and they were doing like tests on him and shit, and
It might
like
have been Dave.
It sounded a lot like what I thought you said. I swear that was you, dude.
Yeah, I think Dave had that.
Oh, I don't know. I was talking about my friend Kevin, but yeah, I don't
I
know.
had a friend that had sleep apnea, and he'd just sleep whenever.
No,
really?
Dave had that because he had to have the whole monitor on his arm overnight and all that goofy bullshit one time.
Oh, really? That's weird. Um, you should play Pikmin though. It's really good.
I don't want to play Pikmin.
Yo, you do.
No, I don't.
No fun.
It has strategy, survival game tactics in it.
Right. Remember I told you I used to play that Cabela's outdoor hunting game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd run down deer and shit.
Huh?
You'd run down deer with your quad.
Well, no, I was driving and I accidentally hit a moose, and then the moose fucking kicked my fucking teeth in and I died.
How do you accidentally hit a moose?
I was driving through
Like twice your size.
I was driving through these thick ass like bushes, and there was a moose in there, and I didn't fucking know on the other side of this tree, and I was like, "Rrr," and then I just slammed, and I was like, what the fuck? And then I got off the quad, was looking around and shit, and then this moose just rushes me from the bushes and takes me.
That just sounds like a
That's a
wow.
survival game though, because like you straight up have to be like hydrated. You have to make sure you don't get hypothermia. You have to get
That was
rest,
Skyrim on
fatigue.
hardcore.
Huh?
So is Skyrim on hardcore mode.
But with animals.
Well, that thing has animals and dragons.
Well, you don't get hypothermia in Skyrim.
Yes, you do.
You don't, do you?
Yes, you do. In the new hardcore mode,
Is there a new
Is
mode?
that like a mod?
there is a new mode. You
What?
actually have to sleep, you have to eat, you have to drink water, you have to stay warm when you're in them environments.
Yeah, it's a carryover from Fallout.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Because that was like a really popular mode in Fallout. I always think it's annoying as hell because in Fallout, the problem with it is that your bullets actually weigh something. So you can't have like a shit ton of ammo. And I always just do melee
And
builds.
I think when you die in Skyrim, you die. Not quite sure though.
Oh,
Turned
God.
That's fun.
Can you just become a vampire and avoid all that shit? Or like a werewolf and like avoid all that shit?
No, because you still have to eat and drink and sleep and do that shit to level.
You'd be warm as a werewolf, though.
I think that's how you level too. You have to sleep. When you sleep, it lets you level. It takes all your experience and applies it.
You had to do that in Oblivion.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Did you have to do that in Skyrim, though? I don't know. They might have changed it.
No, you could just be like fighting something and it would be like level up. But yeah, we played a bunch of shit this year. I don't know, a bunch of random ass shit. I didn't play as much shit as I thought I was going to.
Oh, it also disables fast travel.
No, not doing that. Not playing that fucking game.
Well, you just use the carts.
Yep.
Yeah, but you can only travel to cities.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the problem. I'm not doing that. Fuck you.
'Cause I played a shit ton of stuff. Because I
Leveling
got my
up
computer
only
this year.
occurs after sleeping. Health will no longer regenerate over time.
That makes sense.
It says there's implications for the vampirism and lycanthropy too, but it doesn't say what they are.
That's annoying.
So
What
I
else
played
did you play?
Ikaruga.
Yeah, but that's
I
not
love
like a
Pikmin.
newer game you played. You played that before, haven't you?
Yeah. I played Zomboid. Played Total War Empire. That's like a really old game that I still had on my Steam account from whenever I made it like 10 years ago and never used it. Then Hellish Quart, that's that game we played with the realistic sword fighting.
Right.
And People Playground, which is just some weird like sim game where you kill people, essentially.
What about Happy Party or whatever that game is?
Oh, happy game.
No, that's a different game. I'm talking about, what's the fucking party game where you try to get people to sleep with you that you play?
Oh, House Party.
House Party, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
you're
your
all
game's
about
funny
that.
because you can just fucking slap people every once in a while.
I don't know. From
Like-
August till now, I haven't really played much games.
What the fuck?
School.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You
Fool.
went back to school. Let's be the next Nintendo game designer.
Yeah. That way you can bother me about questions. When's the next Zelda coming out? I can't tell you, Mitch.
I wouldn't even
Oh,
ask
did
you
you-
that. I'd be like, when's the new merch coming out? So I can buy it in the special editions. So I can get a jump on it and get them. And not have to buy scalper prices anymore.
Dude,
Y'all
you're
always
getting
have
them
to
just
put
in
scalp.
time, man. They've been developing this fucking cube at Amazon. It's your little worky cube that you can't leave, and you can relieve yourself at the same time.
Nice.
So, like, if you're doing code, they're probably just going to lock you in one of those for 12 hours.
I'll just do it from my home on my computer.
Nah. You can't be peeing. You have to be fishing. You have to go in the wage cage. Get a little gerbil fucking feeder for you and everything.
Wow.
I don't know. Mike, you want to come over and fucking drink and play video games New Year's, or are you going to your mom's?
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, do something. Well, Nathan said something about coming over next weekend, too, so I was like, fuck it. And Matt, if you're not going to the bar, you can come over, too. So I still really don't see you going to the bar, though.
Jeez. Why?
Because every
No.
time you get invited, you don't go. It's like right by your house.
I don't even know what you're talking about. I don't live that close.
It's like right down the road.
The Mountain Blade is 2-player. Try to do that for the show eventually.
Ugh. The game just doesn't sound fun to me. It's like I don't want to be captured.
Yeah, no. Suck
Damn
it.
it.
But yeah, let's talk about this last year of actual podcasting then. We fucking sucked at the beginning.
No, I wasn't a part of most of it.
You were always invited on the show and you didn't come on.
Because you always did it when I was in bed.
Well, that's because it was the fucking weekend when we would do it though.
He did more than Ashley.
Yeah, you've done more than Ashley, and like you're like you could hardly say a couple sentences and you would do more than Ashley.
Yeah.
Do what?
She read a book. And
Oh,
watched
Maple.
us podcast.
And she was reading fucking smut while we were
Yeah.
trying to podcast.
Fucking degenerate. Flicking the bean next to us.
Fucking wild. She like when Casey was at bartending at the bar one day, fucking she just randomly texted me. I was like, I'm gonna come over and drink. I was like, okay. It was just me and her.
Doors locked.
It was just me and her, and she drank all my drinks.
Of course.
It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
You drink those girly drinks. It's like another thing about just drinking stuff straight. People don't take it from you.
It's just
Hey, I
Truly's.
like fruity drinks, thank you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Truly's seltzer drinks. Sometimes I'm in the mood for a lot of fucking twisted teas, but then I'm like, I'll just drink Truly's because I have so many of them here. Because I never
I'd
finish a fucking
like
box. There's just always extras and extras, and they build up every time.
I would drink all of those. I really like those for some reason.
I thought you said before you didn't like them.
I didn't say that.
I'm pretty sure you did.
Nah. It was the first time I ever tried it. I drank like a shit ton.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh. Huh. You can
I
have
don't
all the
like
mango ones. I
twisted
hate them.
teas and shit.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Oh. Well, you don't
There's
like
something
tea,
else
so.
that you have. Yeah, there's something else that you have that everybody likes that I didn't really care for.
My dad's homemade Kahlua.
Uh, well, I didn't try that, but
The thing that fucking Nathan calls chocolate, the chalky milk.
chalky milk.
Yeah, 'cause it tastes exactly like chocolate milk.
Yeah. Why does Nathan call it chalky milk?
Because it tastes like chalky milk.
It tastes like chalk or chocolate.
Chocolate, he just calls it chalky.
'Cause he's like 5, right?
I guess. Looks
This
like it
sounds
sometimes.
sounds like a child trying to say chocolate.
Fuck. Oh. Yeah, the first like 14 episodes, I think it was, right? We didn't have that cable when the
Yeah.
podcasting kit said, comes with everything you need. And it's like, here's a soundboard. Here's not a cord to attach to the soundboard and actually make it work.
Yeah.
And you don't even use it now, do you?
Nope.
Yeah, I get back to doing that. I hate doing that ever. I gotta get back in studio. I
No.
prefer that far over doing this.
Why?
It works out better doing it
Because
like
this was
this.
just so inconvenient to me.
It's the most convenient way to do it. You get to stay at home.
Yeah, I know. It's inconvenient as hell to me.
How?
He doesn't like staying at home.
Exactly.
You have everything you need right there. You have your dog and your
So?
cat and your computer and your Mountain Dew and
Yeah,
your
that's
cigarettes.
just fucking fantastic. I have my dog and my cat fucking start acting up immediately every time I record.
Hold
and lay
on.
on
Hold
top of
on.
me
Hold
while I'm
on.
doing shit.
I'm gonna read a fucking text from you the other day. You got alcohol?
Fucking,
I don't really know if I want to hang out with my pets or not yet. That's what I
that's
told you to
because I was
come
gonna be
over.
out all day for Christmas.
It was at nighttime when we all came back.
Yeah, and my pets have been home alone the entire day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't want to leave my pets home alone an entire day.
Well,
That's different than going over to your house in the afternoon.
Well, I
and
figured you
get
feed them
drunk.
and shit, and that way they're all taken care of.
Yeah, but I don't want them to be home alone.
Oh, man. Okay. Anyway. Look, we're social distancing, all right?
Because you follow COVID stuff, Mitch.
Well, then,
Also, I only have this shitty headset, and this cord is not long enough for me to sit where I usually sit or anywhere.
yeah, but
And I
this
have
way, I don't have to fucking get
rearrange
your
everything.
cigarette smoke in my eyes, or a fucking kink in a cord doesn't fuck shit up like it did on the last, like, 2 episodes we used that stupid shit on. That's why, that is the main
Yeah.
reason why I fucking switched to this, because I was like, I'm not using these cords that kink up constantly and just randomly stopped working. Because we don't even remember, we don't even know which cord it was that fucked that shit up.
Which one?
Remember?
Oh, you didn't have a cord.
No, when we got the cord eventually, because we figured out what the fuck was wrong with it, the last couple episodes we tried to record on the soundboard here, like normally like we were doing, that fucking one cord just kept on like, I don't know, kinking up and just like making the whole, you couldn't see it in the sound waves, remember? And it was like, and then we'd play it back and be like, and then you would hear talking, and then like a bunch of static. It was weird.
I don't remember that.
It was the cord that we used to, I'm pretty sure it's the cord that goes straight to the computer, honestly. And then one of our mics stopped working, so that was annoying. So I was just like, this is just so much more convenient. It's like nobody has to leave, nobody has to do anything except for turn on the computer and go on Skype.
Yeah, it was so much better. It gets me in the mindset and everything. Go to your
Pretty inconvenient for me,
place
making
and
me get on the
everything.
computer when I'm laying in bed.
Yeah.
Me too. What are you using? Your phone?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, I'm using my computer.
While laying in bed?
I could if I wanted to. Wireless headset.
So that's what you're just using a wireless headset right now?
Well, yeah, I bought a $280 headset for that purpose.
Jesus.
Yeah, I've bought like 3 pairs of Astros for 120 each in the past 3 months. I'm pissed. My dogs ate the one, and I didn't know I would have to have an Xbox One to work with the Xbox and a PlayStation One to work with the PlayStation because for some reason they both work with their consoles and a PC, but not with each other. It's like you can't make a universal fucking headset.
It's because you can also play PlayStation games on computer, and you can obviously play Microsoft games on computer.
Well, yeah, that's fine, but like, why not just make a universal one?
You've seen the console wars fucking thing of Flash gets.
Oh yeah, that's a great video.
Yeah, they hate each other. I'll never do that.
Okay, well,
Just,
$209 headset, my mistake.
what are they?
They're called the Virtuos RGB Fidelity headset from Corsair.
Oh, Corsair. Is that a newer brand? I've been hearing more and more about that.
No, they've been around forever.
Ah, okay.
It's like them and Razer are the two high-end components for computers.
I'm using the headset that came with the PS4.
Nice.
These things you can plug in with an audio jack into your Xbox controller if you want, or you can wireless to the computer if you want.
You wireless to the controller?
You might be able to. I don't know. They're hooked up to my computer right now.
Mine just has a
Is
USB stick.
It's got a broadcast quality mic on it.
Nice. Where'd you get those on? You just bought them online, huh?
Amazon, I
Amazon.
think.
Nice. I don't know. I just always heard Astros were great, and once I got my first pair, I was like, I'm just probably going to use these forever. So.
Those sound like shoes.
Spend the money and buy a good set.
Well, that's what I did.
Buy a Corsair.
I'm good.
A Corsair or a Corsair?
Corsair.
Okay.
He's tapping into his native fucking hillbilly. Leave him alone. I don't know. What did you guys think of like the first year of podcasting? Matt, don't say what I know you're gonna say. We all know we go off on tangents a lot.
Matt had a really hard time.
Really? Dude, in the beginning it was awful. It was just like,
The first episode we did was fun.
It was fun, but it turned out like shit.
Just because of the audio thing.
Yeah, that's why I want to eventually redo those episodes, and then I'm going to take out the master file on our RSS feed and then just replace it with the new shit. That way, any new people that like look up Yoshi's story, they're going to get the new audio, not the fucking, you know what I mean? Because I wouldn't mind replaying Yoshi's story or all those like N64 games we covered, because they're easy to play and pick up, and you know what I mean?
You just want to make new versions?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't want to
Go ahead.
Yeah, I just don't want to like we can just play it like we did before, like we were playing the games together and then we were able to talk about it. But now we have new audio and I'm just going to replace the file and that's it. Like we could legitimately probably cover 5 episodes in like a weekend if we wanted to.
It'd be hilarious.
What?
If we listen to the episode and like write like
Write
what's
a
that called?
script.
Do a transcript of the episode and then do a dramatic reading.
It'd be fun. It'd be weird shit. Like, just, we listen to the old audio, like, on our headsets and just say what each of us say. But, and this time, you say what I said on the show, and I'll say what you said on the show. And we'll just flip the script. That'd be great.
Did you do my voice?
So, huh?
Can you do my voice?
I shove fish down my gullet. No, I can't. I don't have, like, the mega, like, stoner voice. I just don't have it.
Fuck.
You just always sound exhausted.
Smoking. You gotta smoke a pack and a half a day.
No, I'm good. Been there, bro.
Do
Never
it.
going back. Never
Do
going
it
back.
now. We'll have a pump and a little fucking pipe that goes up into the corner of your mouth.
We could have, no, we'll have Matt and Ashley read our lines.
Do what?
Matt and Ashley just, like you said, transcript of it, and one of you has to play me and one of you has to play Mike.
Sorry, I was looking at PCs.
I want Ashley to play Mike's part.
Oh, God.
That'd be so fucking funny.
Hey.
And confusing.
Hey. Especially if you, if it's just a transcript, because then she can't even hear how I said it. And fucking, I imagine me being drunk, the sentence structure that I have is just probably, like, immaculate.
Or we could have
She would hate you.
We could have her fucking cover Dave's lines.
She would hate you.
Oh my god, that'd be excellent. She'd be so confused and disgusted at herself.
I don't know how well that would work.
It wouldn't. It would just be a mess. She'd be talking about a bunch of games she never heard of. Talking about dicks and pegging.
Oh, yeah.
Do what?
Forgot about that.
Dude, you didn't listen to the episode where Dave was talking? No, because we had to cut it from the show. Remember?
You have to cut this one from the show, too.
Nope, not doing it. He's dead now. Nothing he can do.
Wow.
Hey, he didn't ask to fucking cut it from the show. He was just worried about the fucking this. Okay, remember how we did it live? Remember how? Yeah, we did it live, and he was being harassed live on Facebook. Like, I'm never bringing my kids to your store again. And he's just like, I might be losing business because of this, guys. It's like, what? You care about what this fucking person thinks, really? You never care what anybody thinks.
I don't know. You'd have to tell me the story because I wasn't there for it.
He was just making pegging jokes the whole time, and people thought he was serious.
Yeah, like other weird stuff.
Yeah, he like you know, classic Dave. That's why he was like. That's why he was. Here's the thing. I honestly feel that Dave, and Rich from Damn Chocobo, not Rich that Mike has can't talk to at all because Rich will just constantly talk. But either one of those two were like the best on the podcast. Because Dave talked like he'd fucking been podcast like he just normally does. It was just natural. It was weird. Didn't seem like he had like any kind of problem whatsoever. Like,
I normally talk like this too. I'm pretty awkward.
yeah, like that's what I mean. He wasn't like awkward at all. He just normal Dave, normal thing, no wall. It's like I've been doing this my whole life. It's like, oh, okay. Well, at least you have it down because we don't even have it down yet.
Well, you did that auction stuff.
Yeah, that's true too.
He was a wrestler.
Yeah, barbed wire in his head and shit.
Yeah.
Dude, his head was all fucking dented up, wasn't it?
I remember the shape of his head.
Huh?
I remember the shape of his head.
I just remember seeing all the fucking scars on his head. It's like, damn, dude, you got fucked up. He's like, yeah, man, check out this fucking dent. Fucking
Fucking cuts in your skull bleed like so fucking much. It's ridiculous.
Right.
It's like your hands.
That's another thing. We ended up getting Rich and Jake from Damn Chocobo on. That was fucking awesome. Highlight of the year for me. We were supposed to do some shit with Tyler from Tadpog, but like COVID and then all this other holiday shit happened, and then I forgot, and then he forgot. I think he forgot. No, I just forgot. That was just on me.
Things still fall through.
Yeah, we'll get it one day. It's not a big deal. It was just about we were gonna do Earthbound with him, but we weren't. Yeah, we weren't gonna do like a playthrough like we do on other RPGs. We were just gonna talk about Earthbound in general.
The whole series?
No, just Earthbound. Not Mother, just Earthbound.
I don't know, I like Mother better as a name for it.
Oh, really? Why?
Yeah. Cause like how the story ends and everything.
Well, I've never played it. I played Earthbound just like the beginning of it. That's why I figured I'd play it, because he's like the know-all of Earthbound. It's like his favorite game. I want to play that 64. They were supposed to make one for the N64, and there's somebody like recreating it with like Unreal Engine. It's like a small team of people. They just do it as a project. They do it real slowly, so it's not out or anything. But I've seen clips from it and shit. It looks amazing. Kind of want to check it out. I saw somebody remake Ocarina of Time with Unreal Engine 5, and it looks fucking beautiful. It's so fucking badass. It's like a combination of like cell shaded and like realism. It's weird.
I think I've seen people mod Skyrim, and they remade all of Oblivion.
Oh, nice. I'd love to play that.
Yeah.
What was your favorite episode to record?
The ones I don't remember.
This is great podcasting. I love it.
No, I mean, think about the context. It's like, which one did I probably have the most fun? It's like the one that I was the most drunk and cannot even remember just because I was drunk.
Were you there for that, Matt, when he fucking fell back in my chair and hit the floor?
No.
Oh, man. We had to cut the last 20 minutes of that episode.
I don't even remember what the episode was about.
Was it Knights of the Round, maybe?
I think it was Dave's month, yeah.
Huh?
It was Dave month.
I think it was a Dave month.
Yeah, it was like it could have been Knights of the Round, Bloodlines, Turtles in Time, or what was the other one? Final Fight.
Probably
one of those.
The last one he said.
Final Fight. I know Ashley
Knights of the Round.
Shane were there. So I remember
I think it was Knights of the Round. No, that was Skylar was there. For the Knights of the Round one.
Yeah. I just remember the attempts on the N64 episode were my favorite ones, but fuck, dude.
The attempts.
Oh my god. Do you remember what happened to that episode?
Nah. It was the same thing that happened to the last one.
No, that was the episode that got shredded into fucking 15,000 different files of 3 to 5 seconds each. I was like, I wonder if I could put this back together. And I was like, no. Goodbye.
Should have just posted them all.
Yeah.
Jigsaw puzzle.
Like, dude, look how many episodes we have.
Oh, man. Yeah, that was on that old shitty computer. That's like right before I bought the computer off you, I think, actually. Because remember, it kept messing up, and I was like, I need a new fucking laptop.
Yeah, and I was like, hey, Mitch. Got a computer for you.
Casey's like, I could use this for my cake business, and she uses the fuck out of it. Just uses it to make and print labels and shit, essentially. I don't know.
That's cute.
Podcasting's a weird thing, man.
I enjoy it.
I
All the
enjoy
work that I do behind the episodes is just like with the game itself. Want to do more of the editing? It'd be nice.
I mean, go for it,
Which
dude.
doesn't edit.
Oh, I edit.
Yeah.
It's just very lightly.
Yeah.
Because it's like, whenever you go to do it, you're gonna just like regret it your first episode. I promise.
Well, no, I need to learn how to mess with the sound stuff anyway for other things in the future.
Oh, what, like YouTube videos and shit?
That or just make weird music and sound.
I wouldn't mind starting to stream, like you were saying, like if we stream together and shit.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
But I don't even know how that would work. Matt, you know how to do that shit, don't you?
Do what?
This guy. Stream.
Stream?
Yeah.
Define what you mean by stream. Like the streamers do?
Like
on-
Twitch, yeah.
Yeah, what the fuck do you think I mean?
I don't know. Could mean anything. Maybe you want to make a porn. I don't know.
Like fucking Play-Doh over here. Stream. What does it mean to stream? Like a stream of water ever moving? We're going that deep, man.
I don't know. You could be.
Matt, what was your favorite episode this year?
I don't know. How many was I on?
This fucking piece of shit. What, you don't...
Jelly
you don't-
like the one you were in? What the fuck?
That's exactly what he just said.
Narcissist.
Exactly. I don't know, you've been on like, what, probably 5 or 6? Right?
I was on the Zelda one.
Which one? There's like 4 or 5 parts to that.
I was on all of them, wasn't I?
Were you?
I think. Or did I miss the last one?
I think you were on all.
You were on the first episode. You
How
were
many
on,
parts do we have Legends of?
Like 4 or 5.
Yeah, see, you're 6 episodes right there.
Yeah, I think he did miss one of them though.
No, oh, fuck you.
Damn.
Well, it could be 6 or 5. Who knows? Dun, dun, dun.
Do 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 do.
What do you guys want to improve on this whole thing? Because Matt, you're gonna start being a normal part of the show.
Yeah, until school starts back up.
Fuck you. You're a
So
fucking...
you got like
do.
3 weeks.
Because I completely silent. I was like, what?
3 weeks, dude. You can do a fucking episode once a weekend. You act like it's a chore.
You make it turn into a chore.
You'll be our period.
That
What?
just sounded horrible.
Period.
Yeah, I'll come once a month.
I don't know, man. This whole thing, it takes so much effort for me to fucking even do these anymore, to be honest with you. It was fun at first, but then it's like, now I have to manage this all the time where the fucking, like when we try to do these shows where, like Final Fantasy IX, it's like, now we gotta skip to a different game every other week, which is fine, but then it's like finding time to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess. Because that always fucks with me too. Is doing different. If we just straight did 9, it'd be a lot easier.
Well, it's more or less the thought of I beat 9 and I loved it, And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have fun replaying this. And I'm just like, I really don't want to play this game.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
I said I didn't really enjoy it too much at first, but I warmed up to it lately.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Matt loves 9. Isn't that
Oh yeah.
that's your favorite one, isn't it?
Mhm.
Nah. Surprised you
What
don't
was
have it.
yours, bitch?
My favorite game?
Your favorite Final Fantasy game? Yeah.
Oh, 10.
10.
10.
I like 4, so we all like different ones.
Yeah. And none of us said 7, so I mean.
That's true.
Which is kind of like weird. I
Oh,
thought you
there's
would like 8 the most.
no.
Yeah.
It's a little too janky and everything in it. It's a little. I don't know. The story is like batshit crazy, and I do love that. But as
Right.
I grew up, it's like I don't know. Like Squall didn't seem as emo as a child. And I still think it's funny though. I don't know. I guess it's hard for me to really talk about 8 being bad, except for like
It
the
has a horrible
drawing
draw
shit.
system.
Yeah.
Right.
Junction
I
system.
mean, there's a lot
The
of good
drawing
things.
stuff's annoying.
The junction system, if you know how to do it, can make you godly.
Yeah. It's
But you
kind
have
of
to know
like
how to do it.
right.
Yeah, I know how to do it. So
Or you could just have the power of Google. Like, okay, what do I need to do? It's like, all right, cool. We beat this game. Um, I don't know. Final Fantasy 15 is like super fun to play too, but going back into it's kind of weird, but still fun.
what is it? 14 just looks like wow. I'm surprised you don't like it as much.
I don't like WoW.
Yeah, but like you said, it wasn't. You said it was turn based.
No, I didn't.
Thought you did.
No, it's
What?
you just hit a button like attack, and then it's kind of just constantly attacks like in one spot kind of deal. Like if you're playing
Well, you have
Command
your
and
bath.
Conquer and you have somebody attack another person, they just sit there and shoot until the other person's dead or you're dead. Like you can do a lot more on 14. I just didn't figure it out. But once I just hit that and it was like a constant stab, and I was like, I don't want to do this.
I watched a few people play it, and it has like you like hotkeys certain groups of spells and shit. And
Yeah.
was it the monk has like directional attacks that do more damage?
I really like Final Fantasy 12. Like I really like Final Fantasy 12 a lot. It's just
Yeah.
it's rough. It's like I don't know. Everything can like kick your fucking ass. Like next area you go into can just be so much more overpowered. Yeah, it's weird. So you like really got to use the gambit system and the auto system, and then like switch to manual every now and then to make sure everything's fine.
Forces you to learn shit.
Yeah, and I mean once you get it down, it's really fun. But
Yeah.
I still need to go back and beat the final part of that game. Still haven't done that. And I need to go and play all the DLC for 15. And like I played Promptos. He's the dude that like uses the gun. That shit was fun. But it's pretty hard too.
And all the gun people in Final Fantasy games are usually lame.
Prompto has like a cool backstory. Um,
Oh, I guess I was wrong about that because the dude in 13 is kind of cool. Black dude, big afro that Chocobo lives in.
lives
And he
in?
has, yeah, it's a little baby Chocobo and it like lives inside of his afro.
Oh, nice.
And he has like 2 submachine guns that like attach to each other. And that's like pure fantasy, like garbage. I don't think that do shit, but like it's cool looking.
I don't know why, but I thought you were gonna say his Chocobo has an afro and he has an afro. Like they both just have afros. It's
He
like,
just got like 2 balls on his head.
I don't know.
Forget his name.
There's some racing games I kind of want to play for the show too.
That'd be cool.
Like Burnout 3 Takedown or Sega GT
I can't
2002.
find Burnout.
Huh?
Can't find Burnout on anything. I don't think it's on Steam.
Well, it was for the original Xbox. You should probably be able to find it. Diddy Kong
I'd have to
Racing,
find the
Mario
original
Kart.
Xbox.
Bunch of
I
racing
played
games.
Diddy Kong Racing a long time ago. I think I beat it and most of Luigi's Mansion, the original, in the same night.
I want to play The Suffering. That's another.
The Suffer.
Yeah, that and the Maximo games that you said you wanted to play. I want to play those.
How about Phasmophobia, motherfucker?
Yeah, I want to play fucking Phasmophobia. I can actually play it now.
What was the other game you were saying?
The Maximo games that you wanted to play.
Yeah, what are those?
Those are those spiritual successors
I
to.
get you.
Yeah, those games are really fucking good, honestly. They are kind of like rough though. Like you can die pretty easy in those games. But there's nothing wrong with them. Like the controls are spot on. Like the gameplay's great. You can customize, kinda upgrade your weapons and shit and your armor.
It's Ghost and Goblin successor, right? Or whatever.
Yeah.
Successor. Okay.
Secret of Mana. Any Mana game, really, I'd like to play. That new Legend of Mana, I still haven't even popped the seal on it yet. I need to.
What is that, the remake of one, or is it just a new one?
That one, remember the PS1 game I was showing you that you essentially create your own world, but by finding artifacts, and if you put them on different places on the map and then go into them, you could be in a different place and have like different events happen.
Oh, okay.
But you'll probably remember when I say this, all the artwork and graphics is all hand painted, like it's hand drawn and hand painted.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like all the backgrounds and shit, it's fucking sick. It was fucking pretty as fuck on the PS1. It's like surprisingly.
The only Mana game I played was the one on Super Nintendo.
Secret.
Yeah.
Did you play that, Matt, the remake of that one?
What?
Secret of Mana?
Secret of Mana? Nope.
Man. Such a good remake. Trials of Mana remake was fucking great. I couldn't put that one down. I played that for like a whole summer. And you can get like a bunch of different storylines depending on the characters you pick.
An interesting twist on how RPGs are.
What?
Yeah. Being all open and shit.
Yeah.
And having real-time battles and whatnot.
Yeah, there's what's it called? The very first Mana game is called Final Fantasy Adventure. And I played that over the summer a lot. And once you get past like the fact that it's just like old Nintendo hard, it's pretty fucking fun. A lot you can do for a fucking game like that, honestly. But you can see like, because it's like an old Nintendo, it's like glitchy real bad. Like some squares and environments will like flash and like glitch kinda. It's weird.
Yeah, I get that.
Like if you
there's old
attack
games
something
like that.
really fast, it's like glitches out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's the problem I have with some of the like Mega Man games.
Yeah, I
It's
feel
like
that.
once there's so many people on the screen, everything starts flashing and the speed of the game drops. It's weird. I got like used to the timing though. Still.
Right. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, that's another thing I want to do for the show is like original. Like, remember that one night where we just played the original Nintendo emulator, like Kid Icarus and shit.
oh yeah.
I'd like to do a bunch of those games just because they'd be like quick, easy, like fun games to play, fun episodes. Get people
See
to
how we
play with
always
us.
get drunk and play them, and it's like, why are we doing so terrible? So this is the first time we played this game. We're drunk, and it's like an old ass game. Of course.
Doing this the real way, the way they were meant to be played.
I don't know about that.
We could do Zelda 2 for the show. Be hard.
Never beat that. Still stuck at the end of it.
We could do Castlevania 2 for the show.
It's like, oh man, it'd be rough.
See, Super Castlevania is so good with the fucking whip thing that it's hard to go back to like older Castlevania games.
Castlevania 2 is like the worst Castlevania in the series.
Right.
Oh, that's great.
Well, it's like a totally different take on the game. It's exactly how they made Zelda 1 and then they made Zelda 2. The difference is just like that. It's like night and day.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Zelda 2 is fun.
Yeah, Zelda 2 is fun. It's just very hard.
Mm-hmm.
And you only get like what 9 lives in the entire game and you have to find them. Like
Yeah.
the Link dolls.
Yeah. I don't think it resets the dungeons though. Everything else resets, but I don't know if the dungeons do.
I'm not sure. What do you think we can improve on the podcast though?
I need to like devise a ritual to get me in the mood for these. Sometimes like you get a hold of me and you're like, let's do a show. It's like I'm like extremely scatterbrained today. And it's like complete this sentence. I stopped saying except for that one episode when it came back with a vengeance. But like I try to weave a little bit better instead of fucking stumbling on myself all the time.
Yeah, it's like you always do the thing. I think we all do it, honestly. It's like where you stop and think of what to say. And then before you know it, like 10 seconds have gone by and you're like, and then you go into it. It's like
It's that deadly cycle of like it feels like a second is an eternity, and then like your brain it starts focusing on how long you're taking while you're focusing on what you're trying to say.
right. I think we need to stay on topic more. We kind of bear off
Do
quite a bit.
Adderall. Oh, that's fine. I think we need to do Adderall.
Yeah, that's pretty much the only thing that could fucking
Supplements. OD on vitamin C.
Yeah. Yeah, if we took Adderall. Dude, whenever I was like on Adderall, like medicated like that, I just felt like a fucking zombie.
Dude, I'd be climbing up the walls if I was on Adderall.
I fucking hated it. I was like, fuck, man. Like, I just don't want to take these anymore. And then one day my mom gave them to me and I just threw them in the trash. And I was like, nope, not doing this. I'd rather fail like school than fucking feel like this. It's just horrible. Like, a person that needs Adderall does not fucking like Adderall. I couldn't imagine why anybody would.
Well, people that abused Adderall because it made them like super productive.
I mean, yeah, I get that. Like, I knew a bunch of people in high school that always tried to buy mine off me, and I was like, no. No. Go away.
Never.
And then there was like, yeah, dude. Like, I remember being in like cooking class, and I just took my noon dose of Adderall, like right after lunch, and I'm just like zombified. They're like, all right, how do you cook? What's this in cooking? What's this mean? How do you do this cut? And I'm like, Can't even. Like, it did not make me focus. I didn't even pay attention to the teacher most of the time. I just sat there and thought about skateboarding. Like, that's all I did. I was just like, I want it out of this fucking place so I can skate.
Make flip books.
Like what?
Make little flip books of you skateboarding.
Yeah, no, I wasn't doing all that now. I didn't want to do
Dude,
anything.
that was a badass thing that was on the weird DS that a lot of people didn't buy in between the
DSi.
the DSi. There's like a flip book thing in it. I had so much fun doing that, and then they never put it back in. Just like Nintendo Chat, like that was fun.
You know, there's
whatever it was called.
You know, there's a Nintendo Switch app that you can use, like kind of like Discord, right?
Oh no.
But it's not Discord. It's just voice chat. That's all it is.
Oh, it's a voice chat.
Yeah, but you can only use it for 3 games.
Well, do you remember the Picnic Chat or whatever it was on the DS?
I never had a DS.
Yeah, Picto Chat.
Yeah, that was so much fun.
Yeah, it's for Splatoon, Smash Brothers, and something else. Do you know what the other game is, Matt? On the Switch app?
I don't know.
It's pretty much like useless unless you're playing those 3 games, because it only works for those 3. It's kind of dumb. Like, they should just use it like a normal mic and just be able to talk to people no matter what. Animal Crossing, Super Smash Brothers, and Splatoon 2. Yeah, that's it.
Dude, there's this TV or a news story about Picto Chat where it was like Nintendo has released a child locator for pedos. It's
What?
like, what? Yeah, they were like, all somebody has to do is have a DS and be close to your child and see they have it, and they can send them lewd drawings.
What the fuck?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I remember that whole ordeal.
Yeah.
Man.
That was so funny.
No chill.
But everybody just believed the news was completely insane because they said dumb shit all the time.
There's I don't know, there's like a whole fucking I don't know, there's a whole list I could say to like improve on the show. It's just I'm gonna start probably giving money to Facebook to advertise, like straight up. I think it's like $10 you can give. And it's like they'll advertise it for
Facebook's that's good though.
Huh?
I don't know if Facebook's like advertising is that good.
I don't know, shit just pops up on my screen all the fucking time. Like just random ass shit. And then there's
Might just but like I'm saying, what's the return? Like I've always heard those ads since like how you look at Facebook with the infinite scroll shit. Like your ad gets viewed, but once somebody knows it's an ad, they just keep going. You know, like Facebook will be like, oh, this will get to everybody, but like the retention rate for people that see the ad is like extremely low.
right.
Well, I guess most ads are, but like I think it's like exceptionally bad with Facebook.
Right.
But
Like
it all
I'd like
matters where whoever wants to watch us is.
like staying on topic and shit with it is like one thing, but it'd be nice to like I don't know, not do a list, but at least like group like certain like console like an amount of games for a console and play straight through those and then move to a different console, play through those. Because we like jump all
Have
over the
some
place.
organization to it.
Yeah. And like we got to keep up with the Facebook page and everything like that. Like a lot of times I just fucking forget to post that like we made a new episode and shit like that. And like recently, like cuz after Monster Hunter, which is next week, we're going to be doing the recommended games
We get
that
to
people
play
were
it.
telling us. Huh?
Yeah. If we get to play Monster Hunter,
Yeah, we'll
we
be
haven't
playing
even
Monster
really
Hunter.
got to at all.
We played it twice, 3 times.
Twice. And the second time he did like one hunt and left.
Right. I forget what I was doing.
And you're like, oh, I'll do this like once every day, and then you like
Don't.
never said anything again.
Well, it's like because it keeps getting pushed back, so it's like I have time, but I really don't have time. It just kind of makes it even worse. Like I just want to play a bunch of GameCube games, to be honest with you. Like there's so many GameCube games I want to play, and like
Which ones?
Pikmin's, F-Zero, Super Mario Sunshine, Wind Waker. I want to play Luigi's Mansion, Monkey Ball, bunch of shit. It's just Soul Calibur 2. I have like a big thing of them right there. I'm just looking at. I'm like, man, I love all those games so much. The
So I want to
fucking
get my cousin to be see if he'll see if he'll do something with the Soul Calibur 2 one, because he
Who?
almost, my cousin, well, you don't know him, but he almost failed out of college because of that.
Damn. I really want to play the Pokemon games, like multiple episodes on like the Pokemon games for GameCube, Coliseum and Gale of Darkness. They're such good games.
They have story modes in the Coliseum, right?
Yeah,
I remember there
it
was
is
a
the story
gym in
mode
the
mainly.
floor.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's mainly it's just because Coliseum's the first one, and then the sequel is Gale of Darkness.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah,
That's a dumb name.
what?
Gale of Darkness. Is it like, is that the subtitle? Is it
No, it's
still
called
Pokemon Coliseum?
no, it's called Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, and it's called Gale of Darkness because there's a Shadow Lugia that's like a big part of the game, like
Yeah,
Gale.
but I would, looking at that game, I never thought that it was had anything to do with Pokemon Stadium.
It doesn't have anything to do with Pokemon Stadium.
Oh, what is it then?
It's like a whole different Pokemon game, its own storyline, everything. There's
It's
just
not
those
like
two.
those dumbass Ranger games, is it?
No, no.
Okay. I
Well,
want
like
to play that one where it's like Pokemon before the Pokemon we know, where it's like medieval lords that have fucking Pokemon. They're fighting wars against each other.
I don't know. I know Pokemon Arceus is coming out soon, so that's gonna be fun.
Yeah,
Did you see anything about that game?
no.
Oh, look it up when we get off. You'll be like, huh, that's a different
So
way
it's
to approach
supposed to be
this.
like a Pearl or something, or
It's like an open
Platinum
world.
or something. Oh,
Like,
wait, what?
no, it's hard to explain. That's the best way I can explain that to you.
I mean, Pokemon's kind of open world in the
No,
first.
no, this is different. This is a lot different. Like you can just be out in the field and just like see a Pokemon and fucking like throw a fucking Pokeball like over a hill and hit it. Like you gotta sneak up on it and shit. I don't know exactly how it works. I just saw the trailer, but it looks like really good. It's like back in the ancient times of Pokemon. Not
Stalking
ancient, not
Pokemon and shit.
ancient times. It's like based on the lore of like I don't know. It's hard to explain.
Ancient times of Pokemon. Ooh, look, a Pokemon. Throw a rock at it.
Safari Zone. I'm
Your
surprised they
orc
didn't
now.
make that. I'm surprised they never made like a Pokemon Safari game. You know what I mean? Like
That's like my
strictly
least
based in the
favorite part of the
Safari Zone.
game.
Yeah, it was fun. I just hated that
I
stupid
hated
timer.
that. I like the time limit more than I like throwing mud and rocks at Pokemon. The game I was talking about is Pokemon's Conquest, known in
Mm,
Japan as Pokemon plus Nobunaga's Ambition. Which is kind of
okay.
hilarious to see Nobunaga in a fucking Pokemon game.
Noganama's Ambition is a Super Nintendo game, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, yeah, Tadpog covered it. I
There's
was
a
like, what
shit
the
ton
fuck is
of
that?
there's a shit ton of stuff with Nobunaga in it. There's what is it? There's some Dynasty Warriors game with all the popular characters from fighting games, like Japan-focused fighting games. And there's a cat Nobunaga, and it's strange to say the least.
That's like another thing I want to play now that you said that. Hyrule Warriors. Play that for the show. I do really like that game. It's fun, but there are some parts of that game that are pretty tricky. So, because like you gotta hold bases. Well, then yeah, you'll probably be good at this then.
I love that play style of game like so much.
It isn't that hard of a game.
Well, there's just like there's certain parts of it like capturing certain bases and making sure other things don't get like overran while you're across the fucking map. That's the only thing I have a problem with is like sometimes making it in time. And I'm just like, fuck. Cause like,
you have to get good at judging all that stuff.
Yeah, like that's like a whole new play style for me. So like,
Really?
I jumped in there and I was like, fuck.
That's how all the old Battlefield games were.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I loved that because it had like, there's a flow to the battle and shit. And you'd essentially make your own front lines and wherever your people would want to stick to and shit. I always loved it. My computer wasn't good enough to run Battlefield 1942, but like what would happen was the people would, whenever they were in the game, their gun would violently shift far left to far right, and then whenever they would shoot, it would just stop instantly, shoot, and then go back to fucking spazzing the shit out.
What do you think, Matt? What do you think we need to improve on or anything besides the
staying on topic?
I mean, do you enjoy the show? I know you listen to it.
Yeah, it's good.
I mean, Matt.
What?
Not the ones that you're on.
The topics are like the curtains for the windows. You guys there?
I was like, I don't even know how to respond to this, dude.
That's about what I felt like.
Yeah, my brain wanted to rephrase the phrase window dressing, and it didn't work too well. It's also hot as shit in my house.
It's hot as shit up here. Like, in the game room where I'm recording. I have to record up here because fucking my kids downstairs are just loud as fuck.
Yeah.
It's like they were jumping around like at the beginning of this episode and like fucking my upstairs was shaking. It's like, what the fuck? This is normally like reverse.
Couldn't hear anything.
Yes.
Are you going to combine the last thing we did with this?
Yes.
Okay. So we're closing in on what?
Yeah.
Like 4 hours.
Nice. I'm just going to put in the description all the random shit we talked about. Improving on the podcast. Mike washes his dog. Matt only
just a paragraph.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna put it in the like notes for it. I always write random shit in the notes, like what we talked about and stuff. So, like movies, games, improving the podcast, shit like that. So, we need to figure out a plan. This year, I'd like to make it 10 times better. Actually, get a like. Not like a fucking... Like, I want to build, like, something structured. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, actually stick to these certain things, you know what I'm saying? And we'll talk about that in private.
About the thing that the arcade thing.
I'd like to put in, like, background gaming music, but, like, really light so you just kind of hear it while we're talking. Or, like... Yeah. Every time we go into a different segment of the show, put different music in.
There you go.
You know what I mean? But that just takes so much fucking work.
Oh boy,
it's
here
also
he goes.
Pain in the ass with the sound balancing and everything.
Yeah. Fuck
don't
you,
know.
Matt.
That
You
sounds a
fucking edit
little
one
too
of these.
extra.
Nope.
Well, you just do another layer. I don't think it'd be that hard to put in, but
It's not hard. It's just finding the points of each one, and like I have to constantly monitor my fucking computer to know like where to timestamp, where to go to this next thing. You know what I mean? It's like I just like kind of chilling on this couch, looking around the room, and like talking about the shit we talk about. Because then, like, once I start taking it like a job, I'm not gonna have any fun with it. You know what I mean?
there's a lot of people that have different preferences for different things, and I don't know how I feel about background music constantly being on.
I listened to one this like where I got the idea from. I listened to every F and FF.
Yeah.
It's a Final Fantasy podcast, but I never noticed it until recently when they're talking. If you listen closely, whatever area they're in the game, they have that music playing very lowly, like very,
Yeah, it has to be very subtle.
yeah. And it's just like, this is kind of like nice. It's like, it's a lot nicer than just hearing voices. I don't know. It's different. I don't even know how you would make it that subtle. Like, I do know how, but fucking finding that mark would probably be pretty hard.
I'll just put my bass amp on low and pick a string every minute.
Because there's like certain times when they'll switch it over and shit. Like whenever just amplifying our our voices, because that is the only downside to doing this is having
Yeah.
to amplify it, and it's mainly because of me. I don't know why my mic does that. I'm just lower than you guys a lot, and I'm like, I'll just amplify the whole thing. And for some reason, it like kind of clears everything up too on your guys' end.
Like, do you mean volume or you're saying your pitch is lower?
Volume.
Okay.
It's weird. Makes no sense.
Yeah.
But just I found the sweet spot, so I just type in how high to amplify it every time. It's the same number every fucking time, and I just hit that, and it always comes out right. But somehow it like cleans up your guys' end too.
Hmm.
It's weird. I don't know why it does that, but yeah. And plus, it's nice to amplify it because when people listen to it, like at work or in a loud space, they don't have to have their shit turned on full blast because it
Yeah.
comes in really clear too. So, and I only recently found that out, like probably 5 episodes ago. So,
So the only thing I've listened to the show on is my Bluetooth speakers.
oh, so you're
So,
good.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, through the Bluetooth, it just sounds fine.
Oh, nice.
I sounded a little louder than I thought I would.
Yeah, that's
'Cause
from the amplify.
I always had the mumbling problem,
I
and I
don't
speak
even
a little
think
clearer than I thought I did.
I don't think it was even so much you mumbling. I think it was just that fucking soundboard not having the cord or like when well, an internal mic, that was definitely one big problem. And then there was like we had that one problem with the soundboard. We always had to adjust it every fucking time, and there's no reason to do that. I don't understand why I was doing that. And fucking with shit. Like I don't. This is just
I
so
don't
much
know.
work.
See, I want to mess with that.
I mean, yeah. Next time you're like when you come over this weekend or whatever, just remind me to give it to you.
Okay.
So,
So that
I'll
has
give you the whole
effects
tote.
on it and shit.
Yeah, I'll give
I
you the
think
whole tote.
that's
You can
fun.
just take the whole tote with you, and you can figure it out. So, just don't lose anything.
Just go next to my other pile of shit.
Well, I mean, you're gonna need everything in the tote. So,
I'll set it next to my couch of unfinished miniatures.
I don't know. Any final thoughts? Cause I gotta go to bed for work.
Nope.
Final thoughts. Fight.
Like,
Later,
anything else at all?
all good.
You good, Matt?
Yep, I'm good.
All right, cool. See you this weekend.
Adios, muchachos.
Adios.
Matt, you're coming. Later.
Oh, God.